The acoustic version of Everlong. In many ways, this has become more popular than the electric guitar version now, really. I've already done a tutorial on the electric version, but I've got so many requests with this one. I thought I'd just do a quick video on it. It is identical in so many ways. The only section that he doesn't do on the acoustic bit, because there's only one guitar, he doesn't do this bit. He doesn't do that bit, that sort of extra layer. He just sticks to the main riff. So we're going to be looking a lot at that and how to do your own version. Hopefully, you know, it's a barbecue or sing along with friends or family throughout the summer months. Yeah, let's have a look at this one. So we're in drop D tuning, which means that the thickest E string has gone down from the E note that it was at, down a whole tone, to be in tune basically with your open D string. So those two notes are both a D now, but an octave apart. I'm going to take a moment just to check that with my tuner, because otherwise it will sound bad for this tutorial. And the first chord we have is this, where we have the first finger at the 9th fret on string 5, and either your third or little finger. I go between them both, and when one gets tired I'll use the other, but it's at 11th fret on the D string. So we have, that's our first chord. Second one, the first finger just also bars string 6 as well. That then all slides down together, down to the 5th fret, with the little finger at 7th fret. You only ever have strings 4, 5 and 6. Only the thicker 3 strings. And then back. That's just for this opening riff. If you play any more strings, it won't sound like the riff. And then we have this pattern. So chords wise, 1, 2, 3. This is at 5th fret. I'm sorry I haven't got the inlays on my Faith guitar, but 3rd and 5th and 7th. Then up to 9th and 11. And then we have this pattern with the picking hand. So if you know this song well, as I'm sure most of you do, it's a lot easier for you. You have these two sort of pitches, these two notes, one low, one high. Boom, boom, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, bam, bam, bam. If you know that rhythm already, easy peasy. Just pick the thickest note of the thickest string, string 6, when you want the lower sound, and the highest sound, you're picking all 3 of the thicker strings. You can emphasize that by relaxing, particularly your little finger or the third one, whichever one's on string 4. But he keeps it down most of the time, which does tax the fingers a bit more. And then there's a change, really evident in the acoustic version here, okay? When we go, the change of chord here, it's suddenly 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So 2 and 4, strum the whole thing, all the rest keep it low. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and from the top, nice and slow, 2, 3, 4. One last time, 3, 4. Pre-chorus, we're playing exactly the same thing as would be on the electric guitar version. I'm actually unsure whether all the guitars are also on the electric version are playing the open D string, but it's definitely ringing out on the acoustic version. And then we're just playing octaves with the first finger and the little finger. First finger has to mute all 5 strings that it's not playing, basically. So first finger's hitting the string 6 and 4, 3, 2 and 1, touching them to make sure they're not ringing out. Little finger or third, doesn't matter, I'm going to use my little finger. Playing 2 strings down, so 1, 2 and 2 frets over to create our octave. And if you keep an eye on your first finger here only, have your little finger following it, we're going 4, 5, 7, 9. 4, 5, 7, 9. And the little finger's just following it, so you're actually keeping your fingers still. And then it's 9, 10, 9 with the first finger. Then move back to 7, but flatten off that first finger through all the thickest 3 strings. And the little finger, I keep it down. Pretty sure Dave does as well. But you know, Dave's his own man. He might play this differently while drunk at a barbecue. That's what I do. So with the strumming here, really most of the time I'm just doing downs and ups all the time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And it's when you move and when you press down and lift off to move that gives it the rhythm. So what's happening, if you watch carefully, 2, 3, 4. And on the final time, we're into the chorus, and it's like this chord we played before, but 2 frets up. So on the 9th fret, slide that down to 5th. If everything could ever feel this, if everything could ever feel this real forever. And then I go down to like a D, but don't really let the thinnest string ring out. We don't really play string 1 in this whole song, I don't think. And then, if anything could ever be this good again. Same thing again. The only thing I'll ever ask of you, you've gotta promise not to. That's at 7th fret with the first finger, 5th. So generally, 9th fret with the first finger, 5th and D. Happens 3 times. On the final time, goes back to 7th fret with the first finger. And we're just keeping the down and up strumming going, emphasising the beats that we emphasise when the change of chord happens. It always happens on an up, I think. Four and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 7th fret and 5th. At that point, going back to subtle change of the strumming, then we're back to the riff. And then we're back to the riff. So hopefully that's given you some ideas of how you can do this on acoustic guitar. Hope you enjoy singing along with your friends over the summer. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already.